Nothing. We look a little dark now.
That's okay. What's going on, everybody? Shit. I'm gonna do that. What's going on, everybody? No, that's too dark.
You're all shiny now.
I'm shiny. I'm a shiny Pokemon.
Super shiny.
What's going on, everybody? You guys already know what it is, what I do, and how we do it. It's motherfucking
Welcome back.
comedic duo that brings
Back
the
in
RCYJ podcast back in black, ready to attack, and we getting it down just like that. Snap. So what's up, everybody?
Slim Jim.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, brother.
Let us be Slim Jim's new commercial representatives because that's how we fucking do it. Snap it to a Slim Jim family. That's how we get it. As you guys already know,
Tommy Guns in the house, motherfuckers. What's up?
you guys can already tell us the ordained minister himself, motherfucking Rico T in this bitch.
So Rico met a magician the other day,
Rico met a magician.
and he immediately turned around to him and said he's an ordained minister.
Dude comes up to me.
And he said, "You know what? You can show me some true magic. If you find a fiance tomorrow, I'll marry your asses. Now that's magic."
That is magic, and there's nothing better than bringing together the magic of love. But let me set the mood for you. Let me tell you how this happened. It was on, breakfast date with the girlfriend, and we went out to Dope Ass Restaurant, Meg O'Malley's out in Melbourne, Florida. If you get the chance, go see them because dope ass food.
More free advertisement.
More free advertisement. I'll give it to them. They deserve it. And what I love about them too is like, side note. So every now and then, you guys know that I like to switch up my beers. Tommy knows that too. So of course, us being at an Irish place, I'm gonna drink Guinness. Like, what the fuck? You can't go there and not drink Guinness. I mean, you can. I enjoy Guinness.
Yeah, you can. It's very easy. You just don't order that shit.
So, and I love it because they're like, don't expect your Guinness at a certain time. Like, they pour it a certain way, which I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm reading about how they pour it. I'm like, all right, cool. Still came in a good amount of time. It was dope. Food was cool. But, so, as we're, enjoying our breakfast, this dude walking around. Now, mind you, I already know something's funny because he's got the black slacks, he's got the white shirt, the black tie, and then he got the red vest, and I'm like...
He looks like DJ Jazzy Jeff walking in, and I hadn't even seen the guy, but that's what he did.
Pretty much, but a white dude.
Jazzy Jeff,
but a white dude.
Guy, you knew he was doing magic.
But he was walking around going to different tables, and he was like, hi, name's Mark Davis. I'm the resident magician here at Meg O'Malley's, and would you like me to perform some magic for you? So when he comes up to my fucking table, you guys know me. I'm going to advertise myself because I'm all about feeling the magic of love. I'm a magician. No fucking shit, I'm an ordained minister. Can I perform some magic for you? Tell you what, buddy. You find yourself a fucking fiance. Magically, today, I'll marry your asses tomorrow. So what's up?
Free of charge.
Free of charge. And I wanted to do that for him because, let's face it, in today's day and age, if you walking around saying you a magician, odds are you ain't getting no play. I'm sorry, like back in my, growing up, magicians were cool. Everybody was buying them. Stop, let me explain.
No, I'm going to stop you there because it's going to happen.
Let me explain.
Magicians were never cool.
Let me
never.
explain. Let me explain.
Never.
Where I grew up when I was growing up, when you went to the book fair at the elementary school, you were getting like the how to draw Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon shit. But then everybody always managed to get the little magic kit. So you could learn how to do card tricks and little dumb shit. And everybody wanted to do that because A, we was cool with magic. B, we had older siblings who told us dumbass shit like magic gets them wet. So we decided that we wanted to go ahead and... Shut up, yes I did. So we did... Tommy had to walk away on that one. But we had this idea that magic was cool shit.
Wait. This is a shout out to your siblings. You really try to tell him magic gets them wet. We all pausing for a minute for that. He got to take down Red Bull to explain this to me. Magic gets them wet, and you believe this? Like your friends, this is on them too. Because I'd have been sitting around with my homies like, yo, my older brother said magic gets them wet. You fucking ever show fucking any match to any girl, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass, bro. That's what they would have told me straight up. You don't want to do that. This is for your benefit, not mine. This is why you need to know me in real life, because I would have told you, like, no, bro, do some card tricks, that's fine. Magic, don't be pulling no rabbit out of a hat.
I can't get that advanced. It was little like card tricks, little illusion tricks, little shit like that. But at that time too, you gotta understand.
Oh, I just pulled the corner for me.
It was that shit too. Now listen, at that time I was growing up, you know, I was into like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh cards came out. You know, I was all up into like fantasy world type shit, including Magic, and even to this day I still am. You know, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go out right now and buy a fucking Magic kit and try to be like, oh, look at this shit.
You know, it's funny. He'd be trying to show me some Magic, some Pokemon cards. I show him some Magic too. I make them all disappear as I put them in my pocket and walk away. And just come up to me with some Pokemon cards.
No, and you know what? I actually thought of too. So I'm gonna do some free advertisement again, real quick.
I was a bully. I'm advertising bullies. No, not really.
I'm gonna do some free advertisement, but I'm not just gonna do this free advertisement for me or for another business that is out there. I'm actually going to do. Hold on, wait. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Okay, no, so I was right. So that's exactly what I was going to do. So, in case y'all didn't know, you can hit us up on the YouTube, any of the social medias. If you are a fan of, is it just baseball or?
I have anything. I have all.
If you're a fan of any types of trading cards, anything like that, especially sports, you can hit us up on any of the social medias. You can hit us up on the YouTube. Tommy actually got a shit ton. A fucking shit ton. And he packs them up, and you can actually buy some packs from him. There are some really good ones in there, and I actually know for a fact that this dude is serious about his cards, because I've actually gone with him to buy some cards and stuff that he has collected. Dude's serious about his shit.
Yeah, like 30 to 40 years of cards at least, and I mean, there's a little bit of everything in there. No lie. You can get 81s, 82s, anything up. There's a lot of good cards in there.
And if you ever needed them, especially if you've got kids or if you're just a more nerdy collector like me, I have talked to Tommy about this before. I just have to get them all together and stuff, but I do have a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards, which I would like to start packing up, maybe in packs of like 20 to 25, selling them. You know, you'll get all types of shit, monster cards, trainer cards, energies and shit like that, and then, you know, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Trap, Monster, you know, anything that you could need, I'm going to pack them all up because I've got like close to 1,000 Pokemon cards. I've got well over 2,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it's funny too because I was at work the other day and someone had said, because we have one Spanish speaker, and he's out right now, so they were like, yo, I need you to make a phone call for me. I'm like, why do I got to make a phone call? I don't talk to customers. I'm a technician. That's my job. And they was like, well, no, it's because their English is like bare minimum.
You say you're getting paid more? They're asking for more money.
Well, no.
More money, more problems.
Well, no, they won't pay me more for being able to speak Spanish, so that's why I don't speak Spanish. But this person asked me specifically, so my dumb ass, just being a smart ass, thinking I was going to get out of the problem, was like, you know what? I'll make that phone call for you if you buy me Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Did they buy you Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
They went on to Amazon and Walmart and started looking up Yu-Gi-Oh card structure decks, and they were like, well, I don't know what you have. Show me what you don't have, and when you make the phone call, I'll order it.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Needless to say, I didn't make the phone call, because, no, you ain't buying me Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because you're going to get the wrong shit.
He said tell him what the right shit is.
I know, but you know me.
Isn't that shit like fucking random?
No.
I'm not that way. I'll take your cards from the dollar store, from the expensive store. It don't fucking matter.
No,
Cards
that's what
are
I do
cards.
too, because every now and then you can actually go into a Dollar Tree and get little packs of Pokemon cards. They used to do Yu-Gi-Oh, but you get like, you know, 4 or 5 in the pack, $1.25. It's not fucking bad. You know, so I mean, you can hit us up, sports cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards. I have to grab like all my shit, and then me and Tommy are gonna have a day where we just hang out, watch movies, pack them up, act stupid. Because that's what we like to do. We like to go and get stupid.
Even funny about Pokemon packs for it. Didn't even know it.
For who?
For you, Pokemon
When?
packs. You can put like 10 cards. I didn't mean to. I bought them for my sports cards with their Pokemon fucking and Yu-Gi-Oh fucking things, sleeves. I don't know. I can't use them.
Thank you.
You could probably only get like 4 or 5 cards in there, but you put like 4 cards in there. You want to sell 20, you put that in a couple times.
Or even so, even do like a
up.
pack of like 4 or 5 of cards that, you know, more people are gonna want, and charge a little bit extra for that. Because even if I do say like a pack of 25 or something like that, what do you think would be a good price for like a pack of 25?
Pokemon cards is hard to say. It really depends on what you got. I mean, I really don't know.
Okay, so
But on the comparable price, you're just gonna have to go online and see. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I could tell you what the fucking baseballs go for, and basketball.
okay,
cards.
so what did baseball go for?
With baseball cards, you're gonna get 25. You're gonna pay at least $3. At least $3. $5.
See, and I was thinking because Pokemon cards, I know like it's going up a little bit, especially because of Logan Paul and shit like that. There's little bedazzled fucking Charizard cards and shit like that. I was thinking like a pack of 25, maybe like $5-6. Maybe sometimes I'll do a deal like 3 for 12, some shit like that. So either way, we're gonna get into that. But the whole point of this conversation originally started because I believe in the magic of love, and especially for a magician. Now knowing what I know, because Tommy just educated me, you never do a card trick for a chick unless you magically. The only card trick I think you should do is when you get ready to pay that bill, you somehow do a magic trick and you get their card without them knowing, and then you put that down. Make them pay.
No. What you do, the magic trick is you just give them a card. Make sure the first one they pull up is 6. And then when you get when you go, is this your card? And you pull up a 9. She's like, that's not my card. And you be like, you're right, but we are going to be 69 in the night.
Oh, yeah! Oh, and we hitting them with it.
There's a card trick for you. And they wouldn't even be expecting that. No, that's not my card.
I think the worst part is I'm going to do that now.
Oh, you're not watching the podcast. Oh, you're stealing your buddy's moves.
You know what the horrible part is? She watches this every episode.
There you go. You can thank me for that later.
You're welcome, boo. Thank you to Tommy.
Tommy Guns, bringing ideas to the bedroom.
If you need any more, dial 772-777-7777, extension 27 for Tommy Guns' filthy smut ideas.
I started reading some of those eroticas.
Here we go.
Some of those eroticas, like Rico, let's do this too. I got a couple ideas.
Which speaking of that too, if I can.
Okay, go ahead, perfectly.
So,
fine.
there was another night we had went out.
You gotta think. I gotta picture this for people. I don't know if they all remember the old cartoons. It was like Yogi Bear and that guy. You gotta pick up the trash and do the thing. Boom, boom. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
This is how I imagine you dancing when you're listening to rock doing the fucking cutting people's feet. It's just what goes through my head when it's happening. So you
For those who don't know, I used to listen to books while I was a meat cutter.
Old episode.
It was an older episode, but I used to listen to music and books, and I just happened to come across an erotica novel that was, in audio form, so I was listening to it while I was cutting meat. Tommy makes a bunch of jokes about it. I know me, myself, I was making jokes about it because that shit just sounded unbelievable. Like, it sounded like the dumbest sexual situations you could think of. But speaking of that, too, so I thought it was funny, there was also a time that me and her went out to dinner. And it was a little bit later. We stopped at Chili's. Now our bartender, baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. Now,
where's Tyler with that deep voice? We need that.
Oh yeah,
The barbecue sauce.
Jerome loved that barbecue sauce. Poor Tyler, we miss you, Tyler.
Peace out, little homie.
And I talked to him not that long ago. I messaged him.
I didn't. I thought about it a couple times.
No, I did
I
because
just don't know what fucking time. Like, you're over there. I don't know what he's doing. So
apparently he's working for the county up there now. Stop doing the grocery store shit. Thank God.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you go one grocery store to the other. I'm on left's gonna be so much better.
No. But anywho, so we ended up going out to Chili's one night. We'd already had quite a few drinks, go out to Chili's and shit like that. Now we do get a bartender who she was actually really dope, part of the LGBTQIA plus alphabet gang persuasion. And I don't know how, but we ended up getting into a whole conversation about yeah, that shit. So, and then me being drunk, with the girlfriend being there, I felt completely confident saying this. I was like, well, I know I'm good. I said, because, I speak most dialects of Spanish, which means that I have to use my tongues in certain ways and switch it up. And immediately she just looked at me, she then looks at the girlfriend and she was like, you're lucky. That is amazing that he could do that. I was like, you gotta roll your R's or use your tongue like you're rolling your R's and shit like that. She was like, amazing. And most men don't understand that. And then, of course, girlfriend chimed in and she was like, no, it was amazing.
Now we gotta hear in the comments.
What?
He's gotta put it out for real. Does he got that tongue game?
You want me to ask her for real?
Well, I'm asking. She said she listened.
She does listen.
Make it
So,
in the comments.
do you want me to
Does
text
he
her
have-
right now?
I don't need it right now. These episodes come out. I'm not that worried about it.
I'm gonna have her put it in the comments. Do I got that tongue game?
The world needs to know.
Let them know. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be arrogant. I do.
Does Rico cool their jets?
We go get that engine started.
Yeah,
Let me stop. That's not the point. Other thing that I want to get into too, that I want to talk about. Me and Tommy talked about this earlier. Tommy had a couple jokes to crack to me, obviously, because a lot of people who know me know the type of person I am, know how I am, and shit like that. So naturally, you would expect my child to be the same way. You just would. So I got a couple calls from his school last week. This fucking kid.
You gotta tell them stop letting them get close to those gamma ray machines. Bruce Banner over there. You just gotta tell him his name's Bruce Banner. He gets too close to those gamma rays, he's gonna turn into the Hulk.
He goes into the Hulk, and apparently last week, oh, my face was off camera. Sorry. Apparently, what he decided he wanted to do was try to like pick a fight with a kid. And then he held him down, like one hand on his upper back, and then the other hand was just repeatedly giving him a fucking wedgie.
And I immediately told Rico that's because you give him wedgie.
But
he trying to lie to me.
No, listen.
Let me know in the comments if you believe, you don't know him like I do, and trust me, I don't believe, that this man did not give his kid wedgies before. And maybe it's not a wedgie, but it could... where you were tickling him or holding him down and messing with his drawers or something. He probably thinks it's a wedgie, and then he's seen it and he's like, yeah.
No.
Who gave him a wedgie then? Somebody.
No, I don't know.
April?
No, but honestly, and listen,
you better not be giving him a wedgie.
And listen, if you get the chance to talk to him, you can even ask my oldest. I've never even given him a wedgie. I've joked around about giving him a wedgie because he knows what it is, but I've never given him one, actually. And then after the wedgie, I went a little bit worse, and I started telling him, you're going to keep fucking around and you're going to get a swirly.
Shit. I already figured it out. He heard you talking about giving family a wedgie.
But he don't know what a wedgie is.
That's where it all started.
But he don't know what a wedgie is.
Xander, wait till he was asleep at night. Wedgie! Yeah, that's right, baby. I just exposed you. Little Xander giving him a wedgie.
That's probably what ended up happening too.
Or Bailey after what really happened. Let's go. This is probably the real story. Rico threatened to give him a wedgie. Soon as Rico leaves, little Rico's right there. Man, you remind me so much of Dad. Hold up, I'll give you a wedgie. Don't give me a wedgie. Yep, that's what happened. So that's when Xander was like, damn, that was cold. I don't like wedgies. I don't like this kid. I'm giving him a wedgie. Story found out. Look, Detective Tommy Gunn's in the house. Just solved the mystery of how he learned to give wedgies.
But then, like, what else I thought, kind of side note, but still going with, like, his schooling and shit. So I went to drop him off the other day, and I normally, Xander, when he sees someone new, he's always like, he's very polite, very friendly. He always says, hi, my name's Xander. So he's got all these students that are walking by him, and he's like, hi, hey, it's morning, hi. So then there's like one little group, little Spanish kids, and I've heard their mom talk, and I'm like, yeah, she's definitely from New York. I can tell. Mannerisms, the way she talks, everything like that. Not saying anything bad about it, but I thought it was funny because, Xander just, hi, how you doing? Hi, good morning, it's morning, hi. All of a sudden, these little kids walk up, and Xander, like, gets this weird, like, lean back, puts, like, his thumb in his pockets, and they all look at each other and go, yo, what's up? So then Xander, little lean, just, yo, sup? He never says what's up, because I never say what's up. I just go, sup. So he just, sup? All of a sudden, they all get in their little group, walk into class together looking like a bunch of little thugs, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He's already, VPK, right before kindergarten, okay? And not even that, he's in VPK daycare. He starts kindergarten this year, thank God. But he's already got a little squad that he's trying to roll with. And Xander's also the taller one out of the three of them, and he seems to be the more troublesome one, so I already know who's running that little squad. Kind of proud of my kid, but stop giving him fucking wedgies. I'm tired of the phone calls.
But they're the wedgie gang.
Wedgie boys.
Wedgie boys. Nobody messes with the wedgie boys. Yo, don't be fucking with the wedgie boys. Dude, I heard that Xander one.
They walk up in kindergarten, fourth graders are like, nah, he part of the wedgie boys. No, fuck it. He gonna get our ass.
I heard about you wedgie boys.
My kid's a thug.
Yeah, imagine that.
pulling up their Pokemon undies and talking about wedgie. Rolling with his little New York squad. And then, like, because even that day, like, I picked him up and he gets in the car and, like...
Pikachu, I choose you.
He gets in the car. Now, whenever I pick him up, it's always, you know, huge hug. Hi, Dad. Had a good day at school. Dad, that's your car. Yeah, that's Daddy's car. Like, let's get in. So we get in the car. Put his seatbelt on. I get in the front seat and shit like that. And all of a sudden, I see him staring at me in the mirror. And I'm like, you okay, baby? And he just goes, sup. Now, normally, I think that was cute. I'm like, oh, just like your daddy. But I turned to him and I said, son, you from Vero Beach. Don't do that shit. Do not try to be like me. I'm not from Florida. Do not try to be like me. Don't because sup. First off, you got a Minecraft t-shirt.
See, here's the problem.
Skinny blue jeans.
This is where it's gonna start.
And some Skechers. Don't say something.
Soon this is a conversation, and it's coming. I promise you. Dad, you pick me up down the street. Why, son? Your car. Embarrassed your car, Dad.
What's wrong with my car, Tommy?
You gonna say the same shit about mine if I picked him up. I'm probably the only one right now is his mom, so he might not be embarrassed of that. But it's how kids are. You remember that shit?
No, my parents have always had non-bougie vehicles. 90% of the time, my mom picked us up in a fucking minivan, and
Did I say mine didn't? But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about those other kids, and you know what they be saying.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, like, so for me, like, I never, like, they'd be like, yo, whose ugly-ass minivan is that? Yo, that's my mama picked me up, but it was cool. Because she had, like, a Nissan Quest when they first started doing the whole hit the button and the door opens itself, and I'm like, automated motherfucker, because I get serviced like that. Get in the car, hit the little button, and it just, as I'm like,
well, I ain't gonna lie, my mom's gonna pick it up on the station wagon. I was still like, yeah, this is...
I've had that happen once or twice.
I don't get no fuck. Like, you make fun of me, I'm just saying it happens.
Frank,
and then some of those kids get all embarrassed about it.
No.
Can you pick me up down the street?
And going with that too, especially with especially with the fact that you said station wagon. So I have someone who I used to be friends with.
You know what you gotta do is get a bigger beater, like just a car for one time use. Something like that blows out the smoke as you're falling off of dying. That's what you gotta go pick him up. He would never complain about the car again. Beeping on Xander, I'm here. Xander, why are you looking the other way?
Do the horn and stuff.
Xander, why are you trying to pretend this ain't me? Get back here, boy.
You look just like me. They know it's me.
Everybody knows that's a bigger you. Come on.
But had this guy, we're no longer friends or whatever. But we went to elementary school, middle school, high school together. And during middle school and the dances, for the dances and stuff, like, if my mom didn't ever want to take us, his mom would. And he'd be embarrassed. Because she drove, like, this ugly green station wagon. And you know what, though? I'd be chilling. And I'd get out of that shit all proud. And he'd be like, Mom, why couldn't you just drop us off? Like, we could have walked down the road to the school. And she was like, I want to make sure you get there safe. He got mad one day because she was like, this amazes me. She was like, I get it. You don't like my car. You want to be fancier. She was like, notice how Rico's the only grateful one who says, hey, I appreciate you giving us the ride to the dance. Will you be picking us up? Okay, we will be right here. And I always point to a spot where everybody gonna see us get in. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not like that. If she was gracious enough to give us a ride, I'm gonna be very appreciative. I don't give a shit what you drive. And that's even like right now at work. Everybody's got all these nicer Hondas and all these other cars and shit like that. You've seen my car, Tommy. And do you think I give a shit? No. And here's why. A, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not from New York, so I don't do a Honda. I like my Corolla just fine. I also feel that the car you drive is an extension of yourself. My car has got some damage and some mileage, but it still runs tough, just like me.
Damn, you just called me a piece of shit because my car's a piece of shit.
It's not a piece of shit.
Yeah, it is. That shit barely starts. It's fucked up.
Okay, but think about it.
It rains inside of it. It's fucking piece of shit.
Okay, but you getting up there, and sometimes it hurts to wake up in the morning.
I'm listening.
Tommy's gonna walk off real quick, but you know he hurts to wake up in the morning sometimes, and that's what he means by his car don't always like to start. Car is an extension of you. Doesn't mean his car is a piece of shit. It means that it's got some shit with it, but it still goes. Just like Tommy Guns himself, and that's why we will never discredit the tribal chief on that shit.
Yeah, I got bumped me, man. We will get. Maybe. It's
Car,
not an extension of me.
my car is an extension of me, and I love it because again, it's got some mileage on it. It's got some work that needs to be done.
Extension of me.
It rides rough. It rides tough, and I drive it like I stole it.
I honestly think I'm just gonna give this piece of shit back. To be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying to get my car to at least like 300,000 before I trade it in. I'm trying to keep it as long as possible because I don't have payments on it. That's why I like it. No payments. I can just do whatever on it. It's pretty much a project car.
I'm paying just as much as I am for that fucking piece of shit as they are for a fucking brand new fucking Kia. Same payments, man. That's some bullshit.
You gonna get a Kia Soul?
I don't want a Kia. I mean, there's a couple of the bigger Kias I like, but no, I don't want a Kia at all. But the point is a brand new Kia, and I'm paying the same price for a fucking used car.
Yeah. But see, like,
you pay the amount of money. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into it. But you're paying that kind of money. You should have a car that you could feel that's gonna get you to point A to point B, no problem. You should have a good run in AC because we're here in Florida, and that's all that really fucking matters.
I just gotta recharge mine. Then it'll be good to go. I mean, it blows cold after a few minutes and it goes good, but it takes a little bit longer to get there.
Too, but you need AC. Are you crazy? I can't do it.
Half the time,
we just had the conversation about Earls with my mom.
Yeah.
About how we used to be up at Earls and I'd be bitching to you guys all the time saying ain't got no fucking AC up in that shithole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we gotta go.
Hot as shit. But like half the time when I'm driving, I can't. If I have Xander in the car, I can't even have the AC on because he want to sit there with the fucking windows down, and then he got mad the other day.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm gonna wash my hands in a second. I'm gonna finish this story. Then I'm gonna go wash my hand. But he got mad the other day. He lost his bottom two front teeth. Tooth Fairy gave him $2 to pick him up from school. He wants to spend the $2. I'm like, all right, cool. He wants to get his red juice and donuts. That's everything that we do after I pick him up from school. Stop at the Wawa. He gets himself, Hawaiian punch. Gets himself, a pack of donuts, and he's good to go. He's happy. That's a nice little snack before dinner and all that shit. Well, Dippy Dude decided while his window was down, he wanted to take one hand and hang his little turtle stuffed animal out the window. Had a better grip on that because that's his turtle. You don't fuck with his turtle. But then he dropped that in the car and decided he wanted to see if his dollar could fly.
And
it flew right out the fucking window. And I'm going to tell y'all what. He starts screaming, Daddy, my dollar, my dollar, my dollar. And I said, what'd you do? In my hand. And it was out the window. And I said, that's what you get. I'm not turning around. I'm not stopping. We was on 60 in Vero, which is a busy-ass road. State Route 60. I'm not fucking stopping in the middle of the road or turning the fuck around to go try to locate a dollar bill.
I already know what happened now.
Yeah, he ended up finding another dollar bill somewhere in the back seat.
Which is cool, but that's not what happened. He told one of that little kid that he gave the wedgie to the story about the dollar bill. And that kid told him and started laughing about how he lost a dollar bill. He says, oh yeah, I can't beat up daddy, but I can give you a wedgie.
Well, no, because the wedgie was before the dollar bill thing.
Oh, damn.
Otherwise, that would have been a kind of a cool story.
I'm just trying to go with the same thing because you put this in perspective.
That would have been a cool story, though.
You know what? You know what this kid is?
What?
He's seeing all these other kids as you, and all the shit talking you do to him. He's like, I finally got you. Well, he's picturing dad as he's giving him that wedgie. I know he is. Yeah. Yeah, Rico, you gotta tell me to stop it once again.
And you know what's funny too is Xander gets on this kick where he wants to be like, my name's Xander, and he'll repeat his own name, and I'll be like, Xander what? And he'll go, Xander Nikos, and I'm like, Xander Nikos what? And he'll go, Xander Nikos Torres, and I'm like, damn right, what's daddy's name? And he goes, your daddy, but other people call you Rico, and I'm like, what the fuck I'm talking about,
Daddy Torres.
He called me Daddy Torres one day, and I said, no, Rico Torres. He goes, Rico Torres. No, your dad. Your dad.
Rico Dad Torres?
But, shit, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, no, but I did see this post on Instagram and Facebook, a couple pages called Dad Talk Today or whatever. But it has said, yes, in my family, we roast the fuck out of our kids. That way, when they get to school and someone's trying to roast them to make them cry, they're like, my dad says worse. That ain't shit. And you know what? Both my boys, when they get into high school and like they, people try to pick on them and roast them and shit like that, they're literally just gonna look at him and go, my dad said worse when I was 5.
Haha, I'm part of the wedgie gang.
I'm part of the wedgie gang, and then they back the fuck down.
Oh, my bad.
Bentley's gonna be in school talk about, I don't think you want that shit. My brother ran the wedgie gang. Yo, what? Nah, your brother Xander. Nah, let me stop. Your brother Xander, they call him ex-Nikos. Nah, we done. We out.
Nah, I'm predicting this now. What's gonna happen is he's gonna be claiming part of the wedgie gang. Bentley and Xander's gonna give him a wedgie. Right in the middle of school.
Oh shit, you got that ill squirt bottle, dog.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. My bad, y'all. I sneezed and I just wanted to.
He's cleaning himself up from the sneeze.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna tell you more Xander stories.
No.
Adventures of Xander, the new comic book coming out soon.
Wedgie man.
Wedgie Man. Part of the wedgie gang.
Nobody gives a wedgie like Xander. Oh look, Tommy made pink lemonade.
Yes, I did.
I'm a bit thirsty. How you doing? I'm back, everybody. But no, so yeah, so it was great. The other proud moment that I did have, like I told y'all before too, was Xander in the car, tearful moment, made me tear up when he said, "No, Dad, you're my hero." Love that. So then there was another day I had to bring Xander something.
The wedgie once again. You're his hero.
Yep, thank you.
Wedgie.
I had to bring Xander something that I needed for school. Got to see my older son. Hadn't seen him in a couple weeks, so I enjoyed that. So gets up, he's talking to me for a second, gives me a hug and stuff like that, and everyone knows, me and the mom aren't together. But I don't know who he was playing with. I think it was one of his friends. One of his friends was on the headset talking about, who are you talking to? And like immediately the attitude Bentley got is what like made me so proud, because I just see his face change, and then he goes, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I'm talking to my stepdad. So I need you to calm down for a second and give me a moment. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, that shit. Kid loves me, and I love him too. And I miss my kid when I don't get to see him. I'm gonna talk a bunch of crap to him on FaceTime later. Let him know that
I talk crap to you on here, B. Really.
Yeah, Tommy talks crap to me here. I talk crap to my kids on FaceTime.
Only because you talk crap to me. Honestly, I wouldn't say nothing. Me and the other one, we little homies, and I don't talk crap about Xander. You ever hear me say talk crap about Xander? Nope. I only tell truths about Xander. It might sound like I'm talking crap.
Tommy likes Xander more than me, and I've just grown accustomed to that fact. So, I mean, it's okay. My kid's pretty fucking cool. So, I mean, if you don't like my kid, you're a fucking asshole.
That's me and my little homie right there. Who do you think taught him how to get that wedgie?
I fucking knew it.
Uncle fucking Tommy says you fucking just told him that one story. One time he says you trip him from behind, you knock him to the ground, you just give him a wedgie.
You see,
embarrass any of them.
Now, mind you, when we started talking about this, Tommy was blaming me. You see how Tommy just came out with the truth, right? Sir, the truth shall set you free.
It is, it set me free. But yeah, I taught him. You trip him fucking from behind, you knock him to the ground, lean into him, give him a wedgie, embarrass him in front of everybody. He ain't trying to fight you no more.
He ain't trying to fight.
He done. He done. He going home crying to mom, crying to school. I don't even go back to that school. I'm so embarrassed. Everybody making fun of me because he gave me a wedgie. He gonna do it again, Mom. He told me he would. He said if I tattle, he gonna do it again tomorrow.
It's gonna be worse.
He said this is just the start. I'm not going back to school, Mom. He said he was gonna bring his Uncle Tommy next. I don't know what that means.
Listen. Give it a few years, and when Xander's in high school, they're gonna finally do a remake of The Breakfast Club, and guess who's gonna play Bender's character? It's gonna be Xander. Studio's gonna be calling us like, we heard he ran the Wedgie Boys. We need him for this role. And I'm gonna be like, I'm so fucking proud.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so fucking proud. I'm gonna cry.
Star.
Shout out to Xander on that.
Boy, we be talking the whole episode. This is Xander's World. That's gonna be the name of this.
Give me the name of the episode: Xander's World and Inappropriate Conversations.
The Wedgie.
the
Wedgie Boys.
The Wedgie Boys episode. Shout out to my kid for giving wedgies. He needs to stop fucking doing that though.
Nah, little home, make it crack. Get an elbow.
I mean, I gave him dap for it, but that's not the point.
Little elbow extra in there. Next time when you palm on that shit, I'll teach you things.
Dig your elbow into the lower of his back and just grind that shit.
While you're pulling down, hold on to it with one hand, push it on the elbow with the other.
When you get a little bit older, we're gonna bring you to your Uncle Tommy. We're gonna teach you the proper way to give him a camel clutch.
Yeah, we got this. Camel clutch, just camel clutch everybody. We're not camel clutch. You got camel clutch everybody. Getting your reports in high school.
We'll get reports from high school that he did
He
the...
broke 5 people's backs. How did he break 5 people's back? He just started giving all what this something he called a camel clutch. He said, "I'm going to Tommy taught him this."
We also had to suspend your child because he pushed a teacher into a corner, then he stuck his butt in his face and did what they call the rikishi.
Wait, you got me thrown off because it's not called the Rikishi.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Oh, man. The stink face.
Yeah, the stink face. I couldn't get that either. That's why I called it the rikishi. He gave him a stink face?
What is a stink face? So apparently he gave a teacher what is called a stink face?
Let me refer you to WWE SmackDown, the year 2006. This matchup right here.
Then he told another kid something about he was going to join his Kiss My Ass Club. Luckily the teachers got there before that happened.
Even better. When asked which parent he wanted us to call, he responded with, "My dad and Uncle Tommy, because this is bloodline business."
He just kind of raised his hand. I'm the one.
Most people are like, I raised my kids like this. I raised my kids like this. We raised mine UFC and WWE. He's going to have an arrest record by 15. I'm going to try not to let that happen. Let's just be real about that. I ain't going to let my kid get into that much trouble. You always want your children to be better than you were, and trust me, I definitely fucking need him to be better than me. Bentley I'm not worried about, because Bentley just going to take it out on people on Fortnite and video games. Xander going to be the one that I'm going to be like, my phone's going off, it's to school, and immediately when I pick up the phone, how many children and how long do I have to keep them home for?
How many? Alright.
That's a real thing. But we're going to get up off this because it's that time for us to go. We got some other shit we're going to talk about. And, Tommy, anything you want to say to the people before we hop off this shit?
Missed you guys last week. Appreciate you showing up. Hit me in those comments on what I asked, please. I'm looking for some interaction.
Looking for some interaction.
Don't forget. Does he got that tongue gang? We moving on. Peace out, everybody. Love you. Thank you for showing.
Tommy, love y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And, Wedgie voice for life. I don't know what else to say for the end of this, so don't make me send my fucking kid after you. That's what it is. Facts. So, and we out.
That Wedgie voice, my son.
Bro, he tried to give me one, and I think he tore my box.